Hey everybody, welcome to Justice League Monday and DadsDen of Pop Culture. We're looking at Justice League International number 17, still only 75 cents back in those days, September 1988. In a story by Giffen, DeMatteis, art by Maquire and Gordon, and well, that ain't looking too good for Blue Beetle there. Let's jump into this dude. Now, if you recall, last month, Batman, Fire and Ice, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold had gone undercover in Bialya because they apparently had some new secret weapon, and they needed to figure out what was going on. And the secret weapon turned out to be, well, this guy, what was left of Wandjina, one of the heroes of Angor, who got this way because he stopped a Soviet nuclear reactor from melting down. And this is kind of what was left of the poor guy. Okay, let's snap into action. We start with a newscast, and after 2 days, still no communication from Bialya, where an apparent coup has taken place. We have many conflicting reports coming in from neighboring nations, but all seem to agree that Bialya's absolute dictator, Colonel Ruman Harjavti, has been assassinated. Several reports indicate the appearance of an unidentified super being who is helping to maintain order. The president expressed deep concern over the situation, especially over the safety of Nabors and other celebrities who are in Bialya. Okay, nice shout out to Nabors, Gomer Pyle, hell of a singer, and from what I can tell, a genuinely good guy. So, Captain Atom can't believe this. He and Oberon are watching this. Now, we did see at the end of last issue, Wandjina did kill Colonel Ruman Harjavti, and the Queen Bee has taken control of Bialya. And he's calling Batman a rank amateur. Batman's never trapped. I'm a military man. They should have let me handle this. Oh, come on. You can't even handle the electrical system. So the typical League. So they're arguing back and forth about this. And, Adam, I think, is feeling like, he's kind of overlooked in this League. They're not getting the full use out of him. We'll see that in a couple other issues, too. Now, there is something planned for Captain Atom in later issues. So, Bialya, listen to me, lady. We can't keep this country sealed off much longer. My name, Jack, is not lady. It's the Queen Bee, and you will address me properly, or not at all. Hey, look, I'm sorry, I'm behind, I'm behind you in all this. It's just that we've got a lot of shakers and movers on ice. They're all getting antsy, and it won't be long till the big guns out there start getting antsy too. So he's getting a little bit worried. The Queen Bee, very calm, very collected, very much, well, she thinks, in control. And I'm trying to remember if this is the same Queen Bee who showed up in some really old Justice League of America comics. I did that video review some time back of the Avengers and the Justice League. It was like the first, I think, 12 issues or first 12 months of both. The first 12 months of the Avengers and then the Justice League comics from the same period to compare and contrast. And I want to say Queen Bee showed up in there. She was an alien? So this might be a different Queen Bee character. Not really sure. Well, Batman is still disguised here as Maxwell Lord. And so Green Flame, they've kept us locked up here for 2 days, Batman, Max. First you were Bruce Wayne, now you're Maxwell Lord. It's hard to keep up with your disguises. I'm sure you're quite capable. I don't think my capabilities are in question. The question is, when are we getting out of here? I'm getting out of here right now. And where, pray tell, are you going? To find Booster and Beetle. I thought you weren't worried about them. I'm not. I need their help. And what about my help? For now, you just stay put. Hey, mister, the green flame doesn't stay put for anybody. You move 1 foot out of this room, and you're out of the league. You can't do that. Watch me. What did I ever see in that cowed cretin? So, yeah, he's not as attractive to her now after that exchange. So he goes off to find Blue and Gold, who are, well, hungry and locked up. And it looks like they've been locked up for several days, unless, of course, he's marking the hours. So, yeah, it's not a real banner day for the for the team of Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. You want insult, dromedary breath? Here's insult. What are you doing? I want him to shoot me. You want him to what? That's it. Shoot. I can't live like a trapped animal anymore. Clonk. Oh, look. You seem to have smashed your head against the bars. Now, how did that happen? How did that happen? Now, if I can just get those keys, voila. You know, you're making me feel awfully ineffectual. Well, if you must know, that yo-yo swiped my Legion flight ring, and once I could goad him into getting close enough, it was a piece of cake to telepathically yank him against the bars. I hate to say this, but great thinking. So, the boys managed to get out of their cell, believe it or not. Look, they did a lot of comedy with these characters, and they did over time make Blue Beetle a little bit more goofy, you know, as they went, but these guys both skilled crime fighters, superheroes in their own right. They could get things right once in a while. So it looks like Jack and the Queen Bee are looking at Wandjina on this video screen and his powers. And since I've retrieved him from the Soviets, Wandjina has been completely under my control, just as all of these dignitaries soon will be. Hey, isn't that Gomer Pyle? Who? Never mind. Businessmen, politicians, the rich and the powerful from a dozen nations, all programmed to be absolutely loyal to me, all perfect submissive drones of the Queen Bee. Time to induct Mr. Lord. Soon Bialya's eyes and ears will be everywhere, and the beauty of it is, none of the drones will even know that they serve me, except those you allow to know. Consider that a bonus. Whoa, wait, what? Is Jack a drone of the Queen Bee? My goodness sakes. How will that turn out? So, while Blue and Gold are breaking out, Batman runs into them. Of course, he was on his way to do exactly that. And as they're sneaking off, look out below. Hey, look. Nice of you to drop in. How come you get to catch all the beautiful half-naked girls that fall out of the sky? What's going on? They came for you, for Max, for whoever. The jerks caught me right in the middle of washing my hair. They're armed, dangerous, and hot on my tail. And why do I get the feeling they're not the only ones? You guys, haven't you ever seen a gorgeous, unbearably seductive woman in her underwear before? Not for... God, I can't believe it's that long. Hey, Bats, aren't you coming? Not just yet. Meet me in the next alley. So, the Green Flame had to... That's right, Ice Maiden wasn't with them. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Green Flame has escaped, barely saved by the nimble hands of Booster Gold. And Bruce Wayne, Batman, disguised as Maxwell Lord, now knows that the bad guys are after him. And so he sends the other ones off and goes solo, as he often does, and we get a nice crunch, and we get a nice crack, and a blam, 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 and we have a nice little fight scene here between him and some Bialyan soldiers, police, whatever you might want to call them. And of course, Batman gets away. Maybe I should go back and help him. Nah. Soon. Well, it's pretty clear that our cover's been blown, and we've got to get our butts out of Bialya. Butts out of Bialya. I think I saw that on the Playboy channel once. Beetle, don't you ever stop. No. Oh, just asking. So, I like Green Flame. She was a fun character. I mean, she maybe still is a fun character. I don't know. So, they're realizing they got to get the heck out of here. And who sadly should show up at that moment but Wandjina? Beetle, please spare us the history lesson. No, look at him. Look at his eyes. He's dead in there, blank. I'm telling you, somebody's controlling him. And they're doing a very good job of it, too. Everyone scatter. He's going to, well, what does he do? Well, he was supposed to be a sort of variation, a version of the mighty Thor when he was first created. And crack-a-boom. That is some good sound effect up there. Look at that. Crack-a-boom. Very nice. So there's like an explosion. And wow, that's impressive. And then, it knocks everybody around. Batman, get up. I can't. But he's going to, and you notice he's going to step. Or that might be his hand. It might be his foot or his hand. I'm not sure. I think maybe his foot. No, it looks like a finger. Maybe it's a hand. He's going to grab Batman by the head. Now, when he did that to Manhunter, he killed him. But Batman apparently is just about out for the count. And then all of a sudden, Shaq, and we're not talking about the basketball player, he's not doing anything. Not if Captain Atom has anything to say about it. Who is he? An American superhero. Kill him. Why don't we just harangue him and let the big guy kill him? The big guy's finished. And if my friends are seriously hurt, I swear I'll finish you all. Well, Captain Atom doesn't mess around, does he? And he's going to have more adventures in the future in Bialya and with the Queen Bee. And so we hear from Wandjina, not stop me. I'll stop you all right. I'll stop you cold. Cold? From the heat of those blasts, it feels like they're out to French fry each other. Save the speech analysis for later, Beetle. Right now, we'd better worry about getting some cover before we get fried right along with them. So we got an out-and-out power competition between Captain Atom and Wandjina, and it ends with what kind of looks like a, little mushroom cloud there. Boom! Are they trying to kill each other or us? What I want to know is, why did Captain Atom come here against my express orders? Do me a favor, Bats. If he wins this little war, don't yell at him till later, okay? Maybe a sound idea there. I hate to be overly negative, people, but I don't think anybody's coming out of this one alive. I think Atom and Wandjina are both. And then look, isn't this where you're supposed to say, hey, look, somebody's moving out there? Then you all gasp and say, Captain Atom, you're alive. You won't be for long after I get done with you. Oh, come on, Bats, you promised. I didn't promise anything, Booster. Well, Bats is trying to keep a little bit more order in the Justice League, although he seems to deal with it better than some of the ex-Justice Leaguers. Most impressive, Batman. I assume Bruce Wayne was an earlier disguise. Yeah, that's right. Beetle. Hey, my mom always told me to tell the truth. We should put you all under arrest. But I do have a benevolent side. You wouldn't know a decent impulse if it punched you square in the jaw. I think it's time we ended your little coup. I didn't think there'd be anybody worse for this country than Harjavti, but lady, you're the bottom of the barrel. Kill the American intruders, long live the Queen, death to capitalist superhero pigs, stone them, but steal their credit cards first. On second thought, they actually like her? Well, it seems like maybe they do. Maybe they're just all under control. The people of Bialya have always adored me, but till now only as Ruman Harjavti's concubine. But today and forevermore they hail me as their beloved queen. I think she's got us. By George, she's got us. Shut up. This isn't the end of this, not by a long shot. I'd be disappointed if it was, but for now, I'll allow you to leave the country. It's too early in my new regime for an international incident. Jack, see our guests out. So it looks like the Queen Bee takes this one. And this does create a long-term story arc in Justice League International, in Justice League Europe, of dealing with Bialya controlled by the Queen Bee. And it's actually a pretty interesting idea of having a sovereign nation controlled by a supervillain. Obviously, in Marvel, you have Doctor Doom and Latveria. Although it's a very small country, it's primarily, impressive because of his scientific genius. Bialya is obviously a somewhat larger country. It probably has oil reserves, things like that. So it's a little more of a real player on the international scene. So putting it under the control of the Queen Bee, pretty interesting. Meanwhile, in a galaxy far, far away, my Lord Manga, What is it now? Elrond? Is that you? Yes, my lord. But you look so different. Just modeling some spring fashions. Oh, what is it? A report, my lord Manga, on our mind probe of the Earth specimen. Elrond, I've been thinking from now on, I want to be addressed by my full name, Lord Manga Khan. Khan? You're Jewish. Not Khan, you clanking ninny. Khan, as in wrath of. I'm sorry, my lord. I don't get the reference. Never mind. Just give me the report. Nice little... See, you know, at that time, that kind of reference stuff was still more of a nerd thing. It was sort of like the password, so people would know that you were a real nerd. I mean, obviously Wrath of Khan was a pretty big movie, so not exactly that, but, you know, nerd culture had not gone mainstream by this point. Not even close to mainstream. So a lot of people, they just wouldn't get those references, and that's how you knew that they were okay. So basically, Elrond is letting him know that the guy they have is scot-free from New Genesis. Quite a precious cargo. Instructions, my lord, keep him sedated and set course for where, my lord? Quiet, Elrond. Don't you know a dramatic pause when you hear one? Set course for Apocalypse. Let's see if Darkseid will barter with us now. Whoa. Heading to Darkseid. And meanwhile, our little buddies here in the Justice League, stuck in their little spaceship that cannot travel, you know, through hyperspace. Well, it's getting an upgrade from Big Barda. She is installing her mega rod into the ship's drive that's going to basically let them use a sort of a boom tube. And when they do, let's see now, eeny meeny, because that's their problem. They don't exactly know where to go. They got a few ideas. Boom. You were saying, Gnort? Me? I didn't say anything. Next, where no league has gone before. So they're still in pursuit of Mr. Miracle and Lord Manga Khan, while our guys have suffered a setback, a defeat in Bialya at the hands of the Queen Bee. It's nice. It makes her a more persistent villain that they can use in other issues. And they're going to get their use out of that character for sure. Well, that'll do it for Justice League Monday today, issue number 17. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, share with a friend. You know the drill on YouTube. But until next time, God bless everybody. Please be kind to one another. Have a little bit of fun out there. And I will see you hopefully again soon in Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Bye-bye.